Thank you for joining us live from the North Texas Fair and Rodeo, powered in part by Low Voltage Solutions and Classic of Denton.
Well, good evening and welcome to the North Texas Fair and Rodeo. I know it's raining outside, but do not panic. It's going to pass. It's going to be great because Pat Green is here tonight, and we are going to have a beautiful night for a great concert. It might be one of the best lineups we've ever had here at the North Texas Fair and Rodeo, and certainly because of the gentleman to my left, Pat Green. Welcome back. It's been, 12, 13 years since you've done this?
Yeah, we were trying to decide that. I really don't know. It's been a long dang time for sure, but they could have set their sights higher.
No. This is a big way to get it started. You are
happy to be back.
Absolutely a Texas music icon, and it's interesting too when you look at Texas music.
Does the word icon strike you as funny?
Icon, a pioneer, revolution.
Just say it. I've done this a long time.
Well, I moved here in '95, and I had no idea about Texas music, and the first thing I learned was Pat Green. And I think a lot of people.
Knight in Caddyshack, the world needs ditch diggers too, and I was one of the ditch diggers.
Well, you were
for Texas music for sure.
So, if that's the case, and you were a ditch digger, in your business, just like politics or anything else, you can form a legacy earlier than other people. Are you comfortable with the legacy you have as really a guy that's so tied to Texas music?
I think so, and I appreciate you saying it that way. I think that mostly I looked around the landscape when I was starting to write music, and I found myself surrounded by George Strait and Clint Black and the ilk of that at the time, and I was a little plastic for me, and so I started writing songs about stories about being in love with this girl named Corey, and I've always been in love with her 25 years now, and it just made sense to me just to be a little bit more simple,
Well, you've been around this state for a long time, and I'm guessing this is the place you like to play. I know you've been in Nashville, but coming back to Texas and playing local fairs like this is really where you cut your entire career early on. Is it great coming back and doing these kind of things?
I don't get a thrill very often anymore just because I've done it forever, 25 years. But coming back to Denton and doing this particular show meant a lot to me, just because this is the old stomping grounds. We were talking about it on the bus earlier. Skip Hollingsworth did an interview with me for the Texas Monthly cover here, and
bigger than this opportunity, right?
Right. And so just no, come on.
A little bit bigger. I do have good intel.
You're setting me up is what you're doing.
No, I've got good intel. You've been traveling hard to get here. You were in Vail last night at Randy Meyer's house.
Randy Meyer's house.
Aren't you going to say, how in the heck do you know that?
No. I mean, you're smart as I am.
I work at UNT Athletics, and our head football coach, Seth Luttrell, and his wife, Becca, are good friends with Randy. And they wanted to be there last night, but he's trying to get a football team ready. But Becca said, please tell Pat, if I could have, I'd have gone there. She was here last night for Josh Abbott. So.
Wonderful, happy event last night for Randy's birthday. And happy birthday, you old fart.
I heard it was a good time.
It was a good time.
Now
there was a lot of drunk women, that's for sure.
Could happen
sure.
tonight. We don't know. When the weather clears, could be the same thing. My buddy George Dunham, who I've worked with, and I know you know
George.
well. George says that you and George are working on a collaboration.
Yes.
Where's that going?
Well, we'll see. I mean, I think that proof's in the pudding. But George is his songwriting is very visual, and it has a very hometown feel, and every man is the better way to put it. That's kind of what the media would say.
Right.
It's very everyman feel. Anyway, so but we're working on a song for a documentary till the last whistle blows, and I'm excited about it. But more importantly, to me, I'm just excited to write with George because I think he's he's just one of the funnest personalities around Texas, especially, where I live. I wake up every morning to the ticket. I mean, I'm a P1.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that's
For a long
insulting.
time. No, not
to
at all.
anybody, but yeah, I'm a P1 all the way. And when I mean P1, like it's the button. Yeah. Anyway, so.
Well, the last time I saw you, and I've seen you multiple times, I was with George, and we were at Billy Bob's.
Oh yeah.
And you had an unfortunate.
I had a bad night.
You had a carpet instance, and and you got up and you sailed, not one but two boots out into the crowd at Billy Bob's.
Yeah.
I'm really concerned. Did you ever get the boots back?
I
after
could care
that?
less.
So no.
I could care less. You know what I think about it? Everybody has a bad moment.
But your band was so professional, and
Yeah.
they kept going. It was actually, you turned it into a great moment.
I think the way I look at it, because I was an athlete all my life, and everybody has a bad day. Everybody has a bad day.
Well,
Everybody has a fumble. Everybody has their 6 interception day or whatever. And not everybody is Johnny Football, but what I'm saying is that
Right.
when you have a bad day, you recover. And you wake up and you go, okay, I'm still married. I've still got kids. Yada.
no,
So
it was a great show. I just wondered if you ever got the boots back. Well,
the
tonight,
biggest fall that I ever took, if we're going to talk about it, was my first show at Reunion Arena before it got turned into rubble. But I was jumping off of the drum riser, and I didn't realize that there was a little half-inch piece of sheet metal. And it caught the edge.
it.
And I mean, it was the downbeat of the first song in front of sold out 20,000 people. Thunk.
But you rallied like you always do.
What I'm saying is that the worst things have happened.
Won't happen tonight. It's going to be a beautiful night. Going to be a great crowd. And I tell you, Denton is really excited to have Pat Green here. This is a really great lineup all week. We got Mike Eli and his band coming in late in the week. We've
Josh
got
Abbott last night.
Josh, great crowd last night. And tonight,
Wonderful.
when this rain stops, you may be in front of a great audience, and it may be 20 degrees lighter.
I'm not.
That's
gonna
what you
sweat
bring to us.
it. I'm here for the beer, man.
Me too. I think that's a closer. Hey, it's going to be a great night at
Thank
the
you for
North
tuning
Texas.
in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you very much for being part of our North Texas Fair and Rodeo series, which would not be possible without our friends Low Voltage Solutions and Classic of Denton.